in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
On first down, Brady. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Brady. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Darren Lee in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
That'll be a 48-yard punt, 1 yard on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now Allen going to throw again. That one is caught by Hunt. It's an 8-yard pickup, and just like that, it's third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run it here with Hunt. And nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped behind the line. Kareem Hunt stops short of the sticks. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. Well, they've clearly made a conscious decision here to be more aggressive in the late stages of this game here in the second half.
And I get it. In this situation, you know, if you want to be aggressive out in your midfield, you feel good about your defense maybe, or just, hey, I thought I had a proper play call. But how about the guys that just stopped them? How good do they feel right now? You want to go for it here? We shut you down? They're over on the bench right now feeling great.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Now Michelle. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. Second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Throwing on second down, Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. On play action, now Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Gostkowski now converted for 3. Now he'll kick this one away. It's a very short kick, taken right at the 20. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Throwing now is Allen. Short throw hauled in by Croft. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Now Allen to throw. Throwing again. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 18. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Kareem Hunt with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bills cut into that lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Again, it's Michel. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11. On the ground is Michel. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Now Brady. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. O.J. Howard with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Gostkowski with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That time a 6-play drive. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Gostkowski now after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. And those numbers, they kind of tell the story of his game so far. Started off not so hot. Now he's really heated up.
And remember, he signed up for duty as the guy who leads the team, right? The field general, the signal caller. So when things go rocky early, he can't just exit out and ask someone else to pick things up. He's got to do it himself, and that's what he's done here in this game.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. That one was intended for John Brown. But now it'll be 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. And a sight that's becoming familiar in this season. They remain undefeated, another win under their belt.
And they did it the way that they really want to. Taking a knee at the end of the game, that means you have the ball, you're in control, you dictate the final part of this ball game, and they did exactly that.
And the clock rolls down to 0. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for New England, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll have another road date next week with the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Bills, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers.